Hello and welcome. I'm Dr. Frank Granito, Chief Scientist with the Institute for Digital Transformation. And I have the honor and privilege today of speaking with Institute Fellow and contributing author to our new book, Digital Transformation Demystified, Ray Lugtu from the Philippines. So welcome, Ray. Pleasure to be speaking with you today.
Well, thank you for having me, Frank.
Excellent, excellent. And we're really intrigued about, your perspective. You wrote the chapter on organizational culture, and I did my dissertation on organizational culture and spent my career studying organizational culture. But I was particularly intrigued by your approach to culture. So, how important is culture in digital transformation?
Culture, the topic of culture, relative to digital transformation is so fascinating, Frank. Because a lot of organizations think that digital transformation is just technology, implementing some trainings, and you're all set. But culture is now seen by many practitioners and business leaders as the biggest barrier as well as the biggest enabler. And I cited this in our book. I cited several studies that support the fact that culture can be a big barrier, but at the same time it can be a big enabler.
Interesting. Yeah, that's so it's neither good nor bad. It's a barrier and an enabler. What an interesting perspective. I really like that. So how different is Philippine or even Asian culture, for that matter, as it relates to culture transformation and digital transformation? I'm really interested in your perspective on that.
Yes. So in my study of culture and in my consulting practice in the Philippines and also in the region, I use the framework of competing values, and you're familiar with this, Frank. The different types of culture. You have clan, hierarchy, adhocracy, and market cultures. So, I've been using that framework and using that to evaluate the profile of cultures. And I also cite this in our book. I cited several studies pointing to, the type of culture that is enabling. And based on the studies, Frank, the type of culture that enables digital transformation are those that are, about flexibility, being customer-centric, and these are in the realm of adhocracy and market-driven cultures. And you ask about the culture in Philippines and in Asia. Now, Asian cultures are big on clan culture, which means teamwork, having a family kind of culture. And, that's one of the advantages of Asian culture and Philippine culture. We are already high in clan culture. And teamwork is a necessary component of a successful culture profile to enable digital transformation. So in my work in consulting, I found it easier for Asian culture to transform, especially if you need teamwork alongside the other culture profiles like agility and flexibility.
Well, that sounds like I'm going to go take a slight left turn here, a little off topic, because that sounds very interesting. It sounds like there's really some further study that could be done here between, say, Western or even American culture versus Asian culture, and what are the enabling and factors and barriers to each of those cultures and how they differ. I don't want to get too far off topic, but that sounds like something that would be a fascinating bit of future research. But be that as it may, how easy or difficult is it to transform culture?
Well,
I would imagine in the United States it's probably harder than it is in Asia. But go ahead.
Yeah, culture is a difficult topic to handle. So culture transformation entails years, several years, and there's no definitive timeline. Because when we transform culture, we need to baseline what the culture is. We need to baseline the mindset, the capabilities of employees. And after understanding baseline, we need to understand the vision of the CEO, the business owners, And we see a gap there, the baseline versus the vision and the direction that the CEO wants to be in. And that is where the interventions come in. Interventions will come in terms of enablement training, a lot of coaching in the organization. So that entails long-term activities like changing mindset is never easy, frankly. Changing behavior in our organization is not an easy task to do.
Right. In fact, absolutely fascinating, and I'm sure everybody's going to really, really love reading our book and specifically your chapter on organizational culture and cultural transformation. Ray, thanks a lot for talking to us today. I appreciate it very, very much.
Thank you, Frank.
Great. Hey, so that's all we got for today, and hope to see you next time. We all look forward to the book coming out very, very shortly. That is Digital Transformation Demystified from the Institute for Digital Transformation. And I'm Dr. Frank Granito. Thank you very much.